This is Jim talking to you about our humic acid X1. Humic acid is extracted from humates found in various parts of the world. And when floodwaters came off of the North American continent, and if you look from the sky, you can see that the grooves are cut into the earth from Canada down into the U.S. They're vertical, going downward into the U.S., and then they turn westward, going to the Pacific Basin. As these floodwaters did this thousands of years ago, they brought with them a lot of pristine plants, unpolluted and with a lot of good qualities, and deposited them into sinkholes along the way. And then the water drained off into the Pacific Basin, leaving behind grooves going west. One of them is the Grand Canyon. Archaeologists would like to believe that that little river dug that thing over time, but I don't think that's really how it. Description of how this came to be. Well, we have a location in New Mexico that the Chinese checked the whole world's deposits of these humates and declared the area that we're in as the most pristine place to find these pristine humates, from which we extract this humic acid, which is a very dark color. Lots of great attributes to the humic acid. Hard to describe them all. A great deal of research has been done on humic and fulvic acid, huge amount. And predominantly, all the material you'll find on it is true. It is amazing, amazing substances. The humic, different from the fulvic, is the base of the plants. It's got all the plant parts, plus it has the digestive juices of the plants and all of the other debris from the plants, which is all positive things. Many compounds can't be identified, amino acid chains that can't be identified. The drug companies tried to duplicate it. They can't duplicate it because it's far too complicated in its structure. But some of the attributes of the product is it deals with, and I have to be careful what I say, but it deals with heavy metals, it deals with chemicals, and it deals with radiation. So if you're looking for something that can deal with those issues for you, the humic acid is the thing to investigate. And I'll mention here, as I do when I talk about the fulvic acid, the fact that we introduced these two products to the world back in the 70s, and we demonstrated them for agriculture. So people who have sprung up all over the place producing humates and or humic acid and fulvic acid, they're getting it produced in fertilizer plants. And cross-contamination is an issue because anything comes in contact with humic or fulvic, it adapts to it and it changes. We use no chemicals, we use specialized equipment, patented tools, and we have a dedicated plant where we produce only fulvic and humic, no fertilizer, and no other things. And we produce more of it than anyone else in the world. So try the humic, and I know that you'll enjoy it because you're going to get some results. And I'll give you a little clue. I would say the least amount that you would want to take would be a tablespoon in a glass of good water with no chlorine, but you can take 2 ounces morning and evening in a glass of good water. The more you take, the more it speeds up the process of attaining what you want to attain. And one more attribute from this is that as it's pulling out bad things, it deposits back into your cells good minerals into the cells. And imagine that. It goes into the cell, takes out the junk, and then deposits good minerals in. That's a hat trick. Try it. You'll like it. Bye-bye.